Hello, wonderful people. And so we are here today promising to give you nothing but the best, something splendid. And we are here to talk about before I say yes. Many a times people meet people and they are wondering, what am I looking out for in a relationship? Today, my guest here, she has a whole list. And I just can't wait to see what she has for us. In the meantime, let me take this opportunity to wish you all a happy new year and many prosperous goodies that the year has to offer all of you. And so, my guest for today is none other but the beautiful Aigbetofe, Paulina. Hello, Paulina.
Hello.
You're welcome to our show.
Thank you.
Okay, so before I say yes, I mean, first of all, what do you look out for when you meet someone?
Okay, so that's a little bit huge. I mean, it's broad,
Right.
but you'd actually have to look out for a whole lot of things. You are looking at the religious part of it. You are looking at the educational part of it.
Right.
So you are picking a whole lot of things from different aspects, putting them together. You'll be actually certain that, okay, this is where I see to be satisfied
Right.
with what I want.
Not to cut you off, but then our time, this generation be ancestors here saying we. I mean, hardly will people look out for the you know, all these things that you spoke about. Hardly will someone meet you and say, oh, sorry, Ben. Usually, we, the ladies, are looking out for someone who has a loaded pocket.
Yeah.
And the gentlemen are also looking out for someone who is endowed. And so we are some messed up generation.
Yeah.
But then I think these are key things that we need to also put down and then, because it will help us.
Yes.
Okay, so you've gone out with your friends, you've met this gentleman. What's the first thing you look out for? Be honest. Be honest. What's the first thing you look out for?
Okay, I'm being honest here.
Right.
Personally, I'm not someone that goes after looks.
Right.
Yes. I'm one type of a person. I may know you for some time, and then probably later in the relationship or later somewhere, I would come to realize that, oh, okay, so you have this on your face and it looks very nice on you.
But Paulina, sometimes, sometimes the looks can be really
that
like
too is
relevant.
there. That too is there.
Me, mom, I won't lie to you. When I see you, the first thing I look at is your teeth. I won't lie to you. Your teeth. Maybe you have some cavities. Maybe where the dinner one, where you see, you know. What's my guarantee? It's not something that has to do with you.
That's one thing. There are a whole lot of things that people see that puts them off totally.
Exactly.
So for you, it might be the teeth. For me, it might be how the person is looking. Maybe how the person is dressed up. A whole total set of the dresses.
Not wearing suits with sandals.
For me, maybe I would look out for my ideal man to always dress up in suits.
Exactly.
Somebody wouldn't like it that way. So it has to do with the individual. And you know, going for looks actually has to do with men. You know, men are moved by what they see.
Exactly.
But for we women, you would have to do the talking. You would have to see one or two things that will actually convince us enough to be like, okay, I think I'm okay on the path I'm going. But till then, just till then, you still have this kind of thoughts in your head before either you know the person already or either you are now about to meet the person. Personally, you already have this set goals for yourself. You already have this long list, things you would want to achieve for yourself, how you would want people to live around you. Personally, how do you want to live around people? So when the person comes in, you will now try to patch up yours with the person. You try matching it to see, is this what I want? Is it working? Is it going the way I want it to go? So when it's not, that's when you'll be like, okay, this is not what I want.
Right. And also, don't you think that sometimes pretense blinds most of us
A
in
lot.
relationships.
Trust me, a lot.
Because
especially
if we start talking, I mean, I have met this person, I'm trying to be all nice, you know. Hey, Biana, there's one thing that has already been ruled out on my list. But I'm trying to, you know, see if there are other positive stuff that rules out everything.
You see, there's this thing. Sometimes, you know, pretense, especially when it comes to things that has to do with emotions and all that, it is very difficult to kind of pretend for a long time around someone you don't like.
Great.
It is very, very much difficult because this is somebody that puts you off. The moment you see the person, you'd want to strangle that person, but at a moment, you'll be like, okay, I'd have to behave nice towards this particular person. Why? Because it might be there's something you want from the person, or this person is actually doing something for you that you wouldn't want to lose.
Right.
So, but aside that, definitely some way, somehow, on the part of you being pretending, you get tired. Yes, you get tired. That person will just push you to do something, be like, you know what, it's enough, it's enough.
I'm totally done.
Yes.
Right. Now, that's some in-depth knowledge we are getting here today from Paulina. Like, I told you, she has a long list too. Like, we've just done like a quarter of the list. And so, Paulina, what's your take on people accepting, and I'm saying this not because I have friends who are falling short of it. I am saying this because, I mean, it keeps getting to me, and on my part, I feel it's disrespectful. But then I've seen that people take delight in that than actually committing to a relationship.
Okay.
I am not diverting our question, but then people are able to walk to you and then they're like, you know, I just don't want to have anything to do with you. I just want to have a baby with you. First of all, do you think it's insulting? Do you think it's offensive?
Okay. It's in two ways here. It depends on how the person do the approach. You know, it could be that this person saw you and the person is just so much overwhelmed with your beauty. Right. The person just can't deal with himself seeing you go by and all that. So maybe in a comic way, the person will just walk towards you and be like, hello, don't worry. I'm not here to trouble you. I just want you to just give me one baby and I'm done with you. The person might be serious though. But looking at how the person just said that, you wouldn't even take it serious. You might end up even laughing at the person. But meanwhile, that person is very much serious. So that's one side. And another side is someone just walking to you and be like, Mama, wait.
No, that's one who just, Mama, wait. You see that thing? That's alone.
So that way, it's very, very much offensive. You can't walk to me and be like, Mommy, why? Why? Because you feel like I'm a baby making machine? No. No. It doesn't happen anyway. Yes.
Right. So your take has to do with how the person goes about it.
Yes, definitely. If you would have a baby with me, don't forget it will have to do with anything personal
about
me. Yeah, that is it. It has to do with my body, my emotions, my Christian, everything. So you wouldn't, even if we are to make a baby that very moment, trust me, you would still have to go into details. It wouldn't just happen like how you just walked to me and said it. No.
Right. So this is getting interesting, but our time is really limited. And so let me just do this quick one. So when you were talking early on, you mentioned that you would have to consider the religious aspect. You would have to consider the emotional aspect. You know, sometimes with the emotions, people are brought up in ways, we are all brought up in different ways. There are people that grow up without the fatherly love. There are people who grow up without motherly love. And so growing up, they kind of have some like limits when it comes to these things, when it comes to relationships. They would so much want to be in the relationship, but because of past experiences, they're able not to give their all. Cases like this, what you do?
You know, to be honest with you, it's difficult being in a relationship with such people because dealing with them is a whole lot of trouble altogether. Because at the time you be like, you would want the person to be around you. Maybe there's this situation, there's something dragging you so down. You'd want this person to say some words of encouragement to you, be around you. They wouldn't be there.
Right.
They wouldn't just be there.
And you know, it's sad because it makes you feel like, am I not worth it? Am I not doing my best? Like,
and it, to you, you might even think, no, maybe this person just doesn't love me like I thought.
Exactly.
But you might be wrong though. This person might be so much interested in you, but just that in their own ways, they wouldn't show it how you'd want them to show it. They have their own ways of expressing how much they are interested in towards you, one way or the other. Yes.
So in this, it all boils down to communication.
That is it.
Communication is the one thing that we can do away in a relationship. And so please, gentlemen, ladies, before you get yourselves into relationships, please try and communicate. Communication, don't act and expect the other person to deduce that, oh, I'm not ready to be in this. Please speak up. If you want us to have babies, let us have babies. If you want us to be serious, please communicate. And so I seriously don't want this to end because I'm really learning a lot. But unfortunately, this is where we draw the curtain down on our show today. And it's been an amazing time with Paulina.
Yeah.
Oh, for a minute, I just wanted to, shorten it. But all the same, it's good. Thank you so much for coming. And we promise you something bombastic on our next episode. Thank you so much, and thank you for watching.